Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be what I thought was going to be a small declutter, but the way that I'm looking at it spread out on my table here, it's actually quite a bit of stuff. It all started from my friend who is on pretty much a no-buy. She was asking if I had any like foundation or BB cream that was too dark for me that she could have if I was getting rid of any. And then it just sort of like snowballed from there. My cousin asked if I had any makeup that I was looking to part with because she's 12 and she's getting into makeup, and so I just sort of like went through everything, and between those two ladies who are in my life, I pulled out a ton of stuff. Some is going to my cousin, some is going to my friend. Yeah, let's just jump on in. I have makeup, I've got a bunch of nail polish, and then I have one fragrance and some skincare. So let's just do the makeup first because that is fun. I have decided to get rid of one primer. This is the Garnier 5 Second Blur Skin Renew Instant Smoother. I revisited this recently and I just don't like the way that it interacts with foundation. When I sampled this, I had like a little foil packet and I loved it. But now that I'm using this, I don't know why I liked the foil packet, but I'm sure one of those two girls will enjoy it and I'm gonna get rid of it. I am passing along a BB cream. This I got for review and I actually really liked it, but it is a little bit dark for me, and I figured if my friend can use it right out of the tube versus me like mixing it, because I do have plenty of other foundations, I'd rather just pass it on to her. This is the 1004 Laboratory BB Cream Longwear Get Over. It's SPF 29. It's a really nice BB cream. It lasts a really long time for a BB cream. I think I wore it for about 8 hours when I tested it out, but you can probably see that's really dark for me. And I would need to put in a ton of white mixer to get it to look right on my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that on to her. I am passing along another like foundation type item here. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation. I panned one of these last year and I really don't want to have to go through it again, honestly. Like, it's not a bad product, it just doesn't last on my skin, and I have other things that I can use. I have like 8 other powders in my collection outside of this, so I'd rather just pass this on to somebody who might like it a bit better than me. So that's gonna go. I've decided to pass along a highlighter here. This is from Laura Geller. It is the Baked Highlighter in French Vanilla. Everybody talks about this. I don't understand it. I think it's just because of my skin tone, because this is pretty much like a beige color and there's just the littlest hint of some luminescence, and it makes me think of that Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana highlight, baked bronzer, whatever the heck it is. You know what I'm talking about. It didn't impress me. It didn't show up on my skin, and I'd rather just pass it along. Then I've decided to let go of 2 blushes. I have the Studio Makeup Soft Blend Blush in Wildflower, which looks like that. It's a really pretty neutral sort of mauve-y shade. And then I'm getting rid of NYX Mocha, which looks like that. And they're pretty, there's nothing wrong with them, but I'm just not going to reach for them over any other blushes. I couldn't find out whether Studio Makeup was cruelty-free or not, and since I have similar shades in brands that I know are cruelty-free, I'd rather just hang on to those and pass them along. I'm sure someone's going to enjoy them. I've also decided to let go of this guy. This is the Physicians Formula Natural Nude. It's like the face palette thing, but the packaging died. It's the, Shimmer Strips All-in-One Custom Nude Palette for Face and Eyes. But the packaging died, like the whole thing. I'm not sure if anyone will be interested in keeping this. I'm sure you could pop it out and put it in a Z palette, but I just don't see myself reaching for this. It's beautiful. It really is. You can use it as a face highlight. You can use it as eyeshadows. You could concentrate your brush and use it as a blush or as a shimmery bronzer. There's so many ways to use this on the face, and a lot of people love it. but I just don't have a place for it in my collection. And it is cruelty free, so if I feel the need to revisit it, I can just buy it again. Then I've decided to get rid of 2 single shadows. The first one here is the Makeup Forever Artist Shadow in I-544. This came in a Play by Sephora box. It's just sort of like a taupey, purpley kind of a... Oh, and I've dropped it. Good job, me. It's like a taupey, purpley kind of color. It's not unique to my collection. Makeup Forever is not cruelty free, so I'd rather just pass it along to someone else who will enjoy it. The other eyeshadow I decided to get rid of is my L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Pink Sapphire. It's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it. It's lovely. But I just got that Blink eyeshadow palette in BoxyCharm, and there are similar shades in that palette that I'd rather just reach for that than pull out a single. I'm contemplating letting go of my other 2 Infallibles because of that palette, but I'm just not ready for that yet, so I will pass along Pink Sapphire at least. Alright, there's a couple more things here. I've decided to pass along this from e.l.f. It is the Shape and Stay Wax Pencil in Clear. I just prefer brow gels versus waxes, and there's nothing wrong with it. If I feel like I want to try it later on, e.l.f. is cruelty free, so I can revisit it. I've decided to let go of 2 mascaras. One is getting passed along and one is getting thrown away. The one that's getting passed along is this. It's the Sephora Lash Craft Length and Volume Mascara. It's not cruelty free. I'm not really interested in trying it. I don't like the way the wand looks. It's very thick. I don't know. It's not a wand that typically gives me the results that I'm looking for. And it's not cruelty free, and so I would rather just pass it on to someone who can use it and would be interested in using it. But the one that I'm throwing away is one that I have used for a little while and I do not like. This is from Shiseido. It's the Full Lash Multi-Dimension Mascara, and it's the waterproof one. I got this as a freebie. I'm not sure exactly how, but this comes out so gunked up with product that every time I use it, I have to scrape pretty much all of it off of the thing. And then it does this thing where you can like bend it. Why? But it's just not a good waterproof mascara. I don't really like waterproof mascaras to begin with, but this one isn't waterproof. It transfers to my brow bone like about 3/4 of the way through my day, and why would I bother trying to use this if it's not going to be what it claims to be? You feel me? Plus the whole scraping the tube down or scraping the brush down every time that I use it. It's just really frustrating, so that's getting thrown away. I have 2 eyeliners that I'm passing along. This is brand new. It's the Rimmel Scandaleyes in black. I just got this as a free sample as well. It's not cruelty free, and I don't really want to hang on to it if someone else can get use out of it. I have a couple of other black eyeliners that I have already opened in my collection that I do want to get to, so this would take forever for me to even get to, let alone, you know, start using, so I'd rather just pass it on. Then I'm passing along this guy. It's the Physicians Formula Eye Definer Felt Tip Eye Marker in Ultra Black. I just prefer pen style markers, like pen liners, than felt tips, so I'm going to be passing this on to someone who does like the felt tips. And I have a couple of lip products before we get into other categories. So I have one gloss that I'm passing along. This is the Lancome Le Metallic Effect Lip Lacquer. I got this from Influencer for review, and it's pretty. It's very pretty. But I just don't see myself reaching for this. I don't know. Like, I gave it a positive review because there's nothing really wrong with it. But I just don't see myself, like, panning this. You know, you get to that point with your collection where you're like, do I really want to keep this and have to work through it? Or should I just pass it along while it's still good to someone else who can appreciate it more? And that's where I am with this. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a pretty shade. It's very subtle as a regular lip gloss, and then if you put it over, like, a lipstick or a liquid lipstick, the metallicness becomes more apparent and more dramatic, and it's a really nice, like, I don't know, all around lip gloss. serves two different functions based on how you use it, and I think someone will really enjoy that. I have one liquid lipstick that I'm passing along. I really do want to get my liquid lipstick number down because I think I'm like over 40 liquid lipsticks, and that's ridiculous, but I can't seem to part with them. But I have one, so we're getting there. This is the Kaylin Pure Lost Extreme Matte Tint Plus Velvet in Practicable, which is not a word, but I got this in an Ipsy bag recently and I tried it and I liked it, but it's not unique to my collection, and because there hasn't been much use to it, maybe I used it twice, I would rather pass this along while it's still good, and yeah, I'm just gonna pass that along. Then the last lip products are these three. I got all of these at CVS. I ended up getting them for free from Extra Bucks, or by a sale and coupon and Extra Bucks. You know what I'm talking about. But these are from MUA Makeup Academy, and they're all the color drenched lip butters. I have the shade Honey, Cashmere, and Spice. So they're all like neutral shades. They have a little color swatch on the bottom there. I'm just not going to reach for these because I'm really not into like regular lipsticks right now, and so these are still all sealed. I'd rather just pass them on to someone who will enjoy them. A lot of people love regular lipsticks. I'm just sort of like not in that mindset right now, so I'd rather just use what I have and pass those along since they're brand new. Then I have one fragrance that is getting decluttered. It's getting thrown away because the texture of it really freaks me out. This is a Rollerball from Givenchy. It's very irresistible, but I don't know if you can see that. It's like thick and goopy. Is it supposed to be like that? I tried wearing it recently and it just smells like baby powder on me, and I don't really like the scent of it anyhow, so I don't know if it went bad or if I just don't like the fragrance. Either way, it's getting thrown away because it freaks me out. Then I have three skincare items here. The first one is just something that I'm not going to need and I'm not going to pass along. I don't have acne, so this is the Clinique Acne Solutions Clinical Clearing Gel. It's just a 0.1 ounce sample that I got for free, and I just don't have acne like that. I get the random like zit here and there, but I don't have like acne, so I would rather just pass that on to someone who can use it. And I have two masks that I'm passing along because I have similar ones in my collection that I just don't need duplicates of. So the first one here is from Daiso. It's the charcoal like peeling black mask. And I have the Elizavecca Hell Pour, and I like that a little bit better. I feel like it's a little bit more effective for me, and it's not as painful. This rips everything off of your face. Yeah, I have a friend who is really into peel-off masks. She's going to enjoy it. Similarly, this is going to the same friend. I did a video of this a long time ago. This is exactly the same as the Elizavecca Milky Piggy Carbonated Bubble Clay Mask. It's exactly the same, like the exact same ingredients, made in the exact same laboratory. It even looks like it's similar packaging, you know, the rounded edges and stuff, and it comes with a spatula and stuff. So I already have the Carbonated Bubble Clay Mask. I don't need to have two of these on hand. I would rather just pass this on to someone who will enjoy it and use it faster than I would. So that's going to get passed on. Alright, so the last portion of my declutter is going to be nail polishes, and I've decided to get rid of 13 nail polishes, or actually 12 nail polishes and a top coat. So let's just get into it. I have decided to let go of two of my Sinful Colors nail polishes. This one is in the shade Gilded. It's pretty, but I have other things in my collection that look like it. And then I have this one called Star Studded. And I just don't really like the way that this looks on the nail. I'm at that point where I have a lot of cruelty-free nail polishes, but I still have some that are not cruelty-free, like Sally Hansen and Revlon and whatever, that I'm really taking a look at what I have that's not cruelty-free and deciding whether I'd like to pass it on or whether I like it enough to pan it, because I posted about this on Twitter that I want to get my makeup collection to like fully cruelty free I said about 90 to 95% cruelty free by the end of 2018, because there are some palettes from brands that are in the gray area that, you know, I want to get use out of and stuff like that. But like, I want the majority of my collection, almost all of my collection, to be cruelty free by the end of 2018. So I'm trying to be preemptive and decide whether I want to keep these non-cruelty free nail polishes or if I want to pan them in the future, if I like them enough to pan them. And these ones just didn't make the cut. I will probably have more in the future, but this is where we're at for now. So Sinful Colors, as far as my research is concerned, is not cruelty free, and I just don't care about these colors. Then I don't know about the status of this, but this is the Kiss Gel Strong Nail Polish. I just got this from Dollar Tree a couple of weeks ago, it feels like, but this peels off the nail like in one big clump, in one big, you know, it just peels right off. So what's the point of having this if it's just gonna peel away after like a day? That's getting passed along. I have two from Revlon. These are both like the original formula. I don't know, you know these style bottles, but this is Facets of Fuchsia and Ritzy, and they're both like black bases with these big chunky glitters in them. One is like a fuchsia color and one is like a silvery kind of color, and I just don't really like these style of glitters, so they're gonna go. I have one from L'Oreal that I'm passing along. This is called So Chic, and it's just like this neutral nude kind of color, but it's too beigey for my liking. It's too warm toned for my liking, and it's got this gold shimmer through it. I only paid $1 for it, so it's not a huge loss. I'd rather just pass it on. I'm not going to reach for it. And then I have a bunch of Sally Hansen here. So the first two are the Complete Salon Manicures in Debutante and Shoot the Moon. These are just not shades that inspire me. Shoot the Moon is just a weird undertone. I actually got a compliment on this in one of my videos from Mary from Reviewer's Diary, but I just didn't like the way that it looked on my nails in person, so I'm going to pass that on. And then Debutante is just like this, sort of like a top coat kind of thing, where it's like this milky white with a ton of gold shimmer in it, and I just don't like gold shimmer in general. There's a bunch of these here that have gold shimmer. I'm just not into it. Then I have two from the Sally Hansen Diamond Strength collection. I've got Wedding Crasher and Diamonds, and these are both sort of like shimmery, glittery top coats, and I'm just not gonna reach for them. I've had these for like 5 years, and I don't think that I've used them once. I think that I used this one once, and this one hasn't been used at all. So if I haven't reached for it in 5 years, it probably needs to go. Then I have two from the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear line. I've come to terms with the fact that I'm not a pastel kind of person, so I'm finally letting go of these. You can see they're pretty much full. I think that I used the green one once, and the blue one is untouched. So the green is Mint Sorbet and the blue is Breezy Blue. I'd rather just pass these on to someone who can actually appreciate them and enjoy them. And the last thing that I'm decluttering is a top coat. This is the Dr. Marvi Shine On. This stuff is garbage. It does not dry, and it makes the layers that dried before it wet again. Like, it just becomes a smudgy mess. I don't like it. I got this from Dollar Tree for $1, and I can see why it was there. Sometimes you find really great stuff at Dollar Tree. I have base coats and top coats that I got from Milani that are fantastic that I got from Dollar Tree. This is not good. So hopefully this video wasn't super long. It probably was, but that was my declutter for now. I'm gonna try and do at least another one towards the end of the year. I'm not sure when, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy watching declutters and hearing my reasons why I decided to pass them along. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you aren't already so we can stay in touch, and hopefully I will catch all of you in my next video. Bye guys.